A pedigree is a tool that we use to look at the history of a gene in a family. Think of a family tree, except in this case we're trying to represent the genotypes of the family members as we look through the generations of the family. You may have heard of like dog breeders or cat breeders, who breeds cats? Horse breeders. When they sell an animal, or when you go to a livestock auction, they sell the animals with papers, and they'll talk about these papers. And these papers include pedigrees. That's really what people that are interested in breeding, they want to see these pedigrees. They want to see the genetic history of these animals or livestock. So it's a useful tool. It's used in lots of different industries, and let's take a look at how you would go about drawing a pedigree. So there's 5 basic rules, and if you know these 5 rules, then drawing a pedigree is not really too terribly difficult. So first rule, squares are boys and circles are girls. And the sort of pervy way that I remember this is that girls have curves, tee-hee-hee, but boys are boxy, and yeah. It will help you remember it. I know it's kind of creepy. Anyway, but that's how you remember girls are circles, boys are squares on a pedigree chart. If it's filled in, we call them homozygous recessive. If it's not filled in, it's homozygous dominant. So then your only other option for genotypes is heterozygous. And if filled in means homozygous recessive and not filled in is homozygous dominant, then if you half fill it in, you're heterozygous. You've got one of each allele. If there's a horizontal line that directly connects a square and a circle, mating has taken place. So if you see a square and a circle that looks like this, let's see here. Here's my male. Here's my female. Let's make her heterozygous. We're going to say that he's homozygous dominant. If we directly connect them like this, it means they're mating. And their offspring would be an offshoot of this mating. So we would draw their offspring down here, and then maybe, let's say they had a little baby girl, I would draw a circle right here. There's a little pedigree chart. Okay. And from that pedigree chart I can tell lots of things. I can tell they've mated because there's this line directly connecting these two. I can tell that they had an offspring because the line dropped down means a generation has occurred. And I can tell their offspring was a female. I can also tell that she was homozygous dominant because she's not filled in. So lots of information in a simple little graphic. That's kind of why pedigrees are such a big deal in genetics. Okay. Vertical line separates generations. I just showed you that in that last example, that the line that dropped down from the mating meant that a new generation had been created. And then finally, horizontal lines not connecting circles directly means you're related as siblings. So let me show you the difference here between mating and related as siblings. Those two people are mating and making babies. These two people on a pedigree are related as siblings. There's a big difference. Don't get the two lines confused. If the line directly connects them, that means mating has taken place. If the lines drop in from the top, it means they're siblings. So that's a huge difference. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and do a practice problem. There's a separate video for this practice problem. If you look around on the class page, you can find the other video that covers how to do this problem. You might want to just pause the video here and give this one a shot before you go and look how this problem is done on the other video. Good luck.